Get ready. 5 seconds. Start. Honorable members will recall that I had proposed certain modifications in the scheme of tax concession for tourism industry as contained in section 80 HHD of the Income Tax Act. Under the existing provisions, this concession is available only to approved hotels, approved tour operators and travel agents actually in receipt of payment from foreign tourists in convertible foreign exchange. The modification proposed in the bill was intended to secure that this tax concession would also be available where payments for providing services to the foreign tourists are received in Indian currency from another hotel, tour operators, etc. out of the funds obtained by conversion of foreign exchange received from the foreign tourists. In the various representations received by me, it has been pointed out that under the proposal in the bill, the tour operators would stand to lose, recognizing the contribution made by the tour operators in attracting foreign tourists to this country. I wish to make it clear that extending the tax concession to hotels and travel agents will not be at the cost of our tour operators. With this end in view, I propose to move an amendment to the bill to ensure that the receipts in foreign exchange eligible for computing the concession do not get reduced by the payments made to another hotel, tour operator, etc. for providing service to foreign tourists. Under a proposal in the bill, the tax concession available to Indian companies in relation to receipts of royalty, commission fees, and similar payments from a foreign source for export of technical know-how or rendering of services outside India is to be extended to the non-corporate resident taxpayer. I propose to further enlarge this tax concession and make it available to technical or professional services rendered from India to concern abroad. This will, however, not cover cases where the technical or professional service is rendered to non-residents in India. I further propose to do away with the existing requirement of obtaining prior approval of the tax authorities in respects of agreements with the foreign concerns. Under an amendment to the Income Tax Act proposed in the bill, interests on sticky loans in the case of financial institution and banks will be charged to tax only for the year in which interest is actually received or is credited to the profit and loss account, whichever is earlier. I propose to provide that interest tax on such interests will also be charged only in the year in which the interest is actually received or is credited to the profit and loss account, whichever is earlier, by the bank or financial institution. Stop.